Good morning. Welcome to Asheville City Schools. This is Bobby Short, and I want to have a little chat with our new superintendent, Dr. Gene Freeman. I think you're going to find him so committed, and he's going to be an outstanding superintendent. So it is my pleasure this morning just to chat with him and ask some questions that you would ask him if you were here with us. First of all, welcome to Asheville.
Thank you.
Yay, and to Asheville City Schools. You have a new house in Asheville.
I do.
Tell us a little bit about that.
It was just perfect for me, and I'm redoing it. I'm doing some renovation and some remodeling, and but yeah, I'm very happy. It's over at Beaver Dam, not very far from here at all.
It's within the city limits, actually.
It is, yes,
yes. The city and the district.
Yes, I thought it was important that I was in the boundaries of the school district.
Right. And those of us in the central office have had a chance to meet Allison, your wife. She is delightful. Tell us a little bit about her work.
So Allison's focus is oral immunotherapy, and she likes to go to pediatrics. She can do adults too, but it's really helping kids when detected early enough to eliminate allergies to anything they might have. Of course, one of her biggest has always been peanuts. That if she's able to get a child before 3, she has like a 98% rate of improvement or totally getting rid of the allergy. So that's her specialty.
Also, you have been in Asheville for a little bit of time. You and I have worked together for the past 6 weeks, shared an office, shared staff responsibilities. Tell us a little bit about what you have found intriguing about Asheville. I know that you love art, so you're in the mecca for art.
Yeah, I started collecting contemporary art about 8 years ago. It's kind of changed as I've gotten more into it, but certainly Asheville is a hot spot for up-and-coming artists, emerging artists, and for established artists. So I love the galleries, and I love the entire feel of the focus of the arts.
Speaking of works of art, you have a granddaughter.
I do. I have a granddaughter, Emma Joyce, named after both of her great-grandmothers. She lives in Henderson, Nevada. I think it's 15 months old, now walking and saying Papa. She recognizes my voice over Bluetooth, and as well as she's starting to hold the phone now and getting that straight. I wasn't Papa until about 2 months ago. I was Turtle. Somehow she saw a turtle in me or something. I don't know. But now I'm Papa.
And you say she's saying peas.
She says peas, which is please, and she actually says a lot of words. Outside, boat, car. She has 2 dogs. Brighton she calls Bry, and Zoe she calls The. And she's very verbal, which is wonderful for me, because at 14 I can't wait till my daughter gets what I got.
Tell us a little bit about your accomplishments. I was so delighted to be a part of the interview process and was so impressed with your record of achievement. You've also been a Fulbright Scholar. Just tell us a little bit about those accomplishments, the achievements that you bring with you.
I was fortunate that I had a really good team of individuals to work for, because whatever we accomplished, it certainly wasn't me alone that did it. But what we were able to do in Manheim Township, we received the Governor's of Excellence Award on having the highest academic achievement of any district in the state for that year. We made improvements. And then in Fox Chapel in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, is the most diverse suburban districts outside of Pittsburgh. And we were able to move the school district from number 18 in the state to number 2 in the state within 5 years. One of our schools had an equity issue with the socioeconomics, and those kids were performing at about a 30% proficiency rate when I got there. I left and retired, they were about 85.
Wow.
So with a strong team and with a real focus, we were able to move all kids up. And I think that's one I'm most proud of, is that you change the outcomes of kids. And again, it was with a team.
Give them a success.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the similarities and some of the differences that you have seen in Asheville City Schools compared to your other districts. Because when you do go into a new district, there are similarities. Sometimes it's the same issues, just the names are changed. Sometimes the issues are very different. So if you would just share with us a little bit.
I think there's many more similarities with Asheville City Schools and the district I retired from, which was Watts Chapel. Some of the same concerns. You have a disparity of income levels. You have a disparity of experiences that children come into school with. You have a great staff. So there's lots of things that are very similar. I can't think of things that are really dissimilar, because I think the focus is always on how you improve the outcomes for the students. I will tell you, so far, I like the weather here a little better than Pittsburgh, but I think we may have equal snow. So it's very similar, and I didn't think when I thought I don't want to retire yet that I would find something as similar to the place I left. So I feel fortunate. Hopefully the staff feels fortunate, and hopefully the community will feel fortunate in the long run that I can bring that experience to ACS, and maybe they can teach me some things too.
The difference would be right now for all of us is that we have never experienced anything like COVID-19 and the reopening of school and how that's going to look this coming fall. So that's going to be quite a challenge for everyone, not just in Asheville City Schools, but across this state and nation and world, actually.
It's going to be very interesting.
And you already have a committee in place to look at the reopening. And
within the next couple of weeks, we will be sharing with parents some of the ideas, some of the limitations that we have, and the parameters by which the state guides us. I had read a couple of letters in a couple of newspapers, letters to the editor, where I don't think there was an understanding from the individuals that we just can't make our own calendar. You know, that we can't just say, you know, here's how many days we're going to be in school, because by law our kids have to have 1,025 hours. So there's there's a framework that we have to work in, and then what is that framework going to look like? Not only with students, who I truly understand parents need to know so they can make arrangements, but you know, it's our staff also.
And if you would share with our friends and staff, neighbors, one overriding goal you have for Asheville City Schools.
My focus is improving the African American student outcome. And with the process that I've been working with for the last 10 years, not only will we improve the African American students' outcomes, you will improve all other outcomes for kids too. And I think that you're going to see big improvements over the next 3 to 5 years. Even with COVID, we're going to start implementing some of these things to make sure that we're not leaving more kids behind than we would traditionally. It's very scary. But with that, with COVID, so you've been here for 2 years and a few other times. Very respected in the community. And you don't live far from me, so when I have an issue, I'll just go sit on the porch.
I'll give you a glass of iced tea and we'll chat.
What advice would you give me as a superintendent here?
Well, number one, you probably don't need any advice. And I know that you will do this without my even thinking or saying it, but always keep the children first in every decision you make, and the staff a very, very close second. And the second piece of advice I would have is be a good listener. There are many opinions, many voices, many good ideas, and the community, staff, parents need to know the openness that you and that you are here to support them.
I'm going to do my very best.
You will do